Hey everybody, it's me, Super Paul Games, and welcome back to Crusader Kings II. So just kind of fly around the map a second, then we'll get to the good stuff. Emperor Bernie's War of Vengeance against the Byzantine Empire. He's trying to destroy the empire. We won't properly destroy it, but we're trying to take the heart of the empire, Constantinople, and the Duchy of Thrace. We're at 93% war score, and this area is super good. If we look at the, we're looking at Constantinople right now. You can see 23 military advancement, 24 for economy, 21 for cultural. So if we want to look at other territories, let's randomly just grab one. Boom, look, like half is good. Little better than half is good. A little better than half is good. Our capital is pretty close, but this is one of the best, if not best, places on the map. If we win this war and we take this area, the Emperor is going to be in trouble, because right now he's fighting a civil war to lower crown authority, meaning the rebels, Martha the Unfaithful, wants to lower crown authority. He doesn't want that. If crown authority is lowered, he's going to have less troops he can call up, and then his vassals are going to maybe be able to fight. I don't know what their current crown authority is. If it gets low enough, they can fight, or just not send him any troops. He's losing that war by 65%. And if we take this area here, he's going to have a hard time funding his war. If we look at the economy thing, as you can see, this is very rich territory. Oh, what is this? A message of an offer of peace from Patronus Macedon? Who's that? Oh, it's Basilius. To the level-headed Emperor Hermes II, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. We surrender under these terms. I guess he finally realized he couldn't beat us. I've never seen them surrender, I don't think, this early. Emperor Hermes II of Carpathia, our leader, will gain 100 piety from war contribution. We don't need that, but cool. Emperor Hermes will gain 50 prestige from war. The Tengri authority, moral authority will go up by 3 for 20 years. It's currently at 84.2. The Orthodox religious moral authority will go down by 3. The Emperor of the Byzantines will lose piety and prestige. Oh, the first one was piety, not prestige. Emperor Hermes II will vassalize lords of his religion and take all other titles in the Duchy of Thrace. We will accept this. The Carpathian Holy War for Thrace is ended. Emperor Hermes II of Carpathia has won. You can see the moral authority of the religion has gone up. The capital of the Byzantine Empire has moved. Our Chancellor is like, I'll help you go through your territories. Get the fuck out of here. We'll deal with that in a moment. The reason it's so high is we took over everything in those areas. We're going to move these guys out. And then we're going to move these guys out so we can start to tell our troops to go home. Our vassals are still fighting part of the Holy War. The Tengri side is winning that Holy War for Georgia. Technically, the Kingdom of Georgia is, I believe, right in here. 32% war score in favor of the Tengri. That's awesome. Let's see, though, how the Byzantine Emperor is doing. He's still got his army. He's still got some money, but he's going to have a harder time, and I hope he loses to the rebels. And we have this little island now. So we're going to have to reorganize things. You see these double-cross swords? Those are new administration penalties, as I'm sure you're familiar with if you've watched this before. So these are going to last. We have double ones because these are like totally foreign cultures and stuff we've taken over. The big one will last until 1180. That's a long time. We're only in 1145. This one will only last years. So one of them will be gone before long. We're going to give these guys, we're going to give like this castle to a dude. We don't need to know who they all are, but see, there's a good Tengri man. He's Bulgarian and Tengri. We're going to put a Bulgarian and a Tengri guy. Same thing in charge as mayor, shaman of the temple, mayor here, and then we're going to keep this territory for ourselves because you can see the military is really good, the cultural is, what's the middle? The economy is really good. If you look at Severin, one of our other personal domains, this is better. Or if you look at Brandenburg, and I hate giving this up because I love Brandenburg, but this is better than Brandenburg too. And of course Constantinople is. It's, you know, maxed out with cities and stuff. Put in a mayor. And if you look at these cities, look. they're all maxed out with upgrades. Their upgrades are as good as they can get. Whereas if you look at our capital, we still can buy upgrades because we haven't maxed ours out. Not even close. So we will hand all these out. Who wants to be mayor? If you're Tangarian Bulgarian, there are tons of job opportunities and good jobs. Be like, how'd you become mayor? I was born to the right cultural religious group. There we go. We now have the duchy. How is Sophia? Wait. Did I get the wrong one? The Duchy of Moesia. Shouldn't we have the Duchy of Thrace? Oh, we can't usurp it from the Emperor because he's currently at war. So we don't technically have the the title Duchy of Thrace. I don't really care because we have these territories. We're not going to report to him. We are 2 over our vassal limit. I'm sorry, domain size limit. So, Brandenburg, I loved you. In fact, we built Baton Rouge here, but we're going to give you away. So let's find anybody who is our religion, our culture group. We need a good Bulgarian. Dick. What about you, Sermon? Yeah. Wait, your dad's got something. I want to find a kid who doesn't... His dad doesn't have anything. I'm looking at this right here. If you see the little, like, circle around it with the blue ribbon, that means the guy's a chief. If it's got, like, 2 ribbons, it's like a high chief. Yeah, we want a kid like this. His dad has no rank. He's ugly, but you know what? That's okay, kid. People will make fun of you, but guess what? You're better than them now because you have Brandenburg. Which is a part of Sorbia. Which we cannot form because that is part of its in neighbor lands. Whatever. And then the other one's Severin. There's a duchy right here called Wallachia. It's like Waluigi owns it. And this guy, though he loves us, High Chief Drogson, he really wants Severin under him. Because that would naturally be a part of that duchy. So what we're going to do is we're going to give Severin to somebody, and then we'll transfer that to that dude. Come on, somebody whose dad is not important. We want opportunity. It's not a meritocracy, because it's not about who you're good at, or what you're good at, who you're good at. Alright, this little kid, he looks cool. You can have Severin. And then we will go to the High Chief, and I will try to transfer Severin to him. And now he maximum loves us. And we are still under our personal domain thing. We're ways ahead of the vassal limit, more than I'd like to be, but whatever. And now we own, personally, Constantinople, one of the best places on the map. Pretty damn good, if you ask me. And we own Thrace, which is pretty good, too. It will not make up for Bernie's losing a son, and Bernie still hates the Byzantines for that. I doubt he will ever forgive them for that. But he struck at them in a way that they will feel forever. Because if you look at Constantinople, well, let's look at the Duchy of Thrace. This territory here, if we look at the history of it, it has been held by emperors of the Byzantine Empire, the Eastern Roman Empire, since 330. Since the beginning, I think, of them keeping records in the game. Since Constantine himself, the original Constantine, hence Constantinople, that has been a part of the Byzantine Empire, and Hermes has taken it from them. We need to appoint a new holy man. We will put you, Miroslav, and your job will be to convert these Orthodox Christians into Tangarianism. That will be the ultimate, I think, Fuck you, Byzantine Empire, that we have taken your traditional seat of power for almost 800 years, or what's been your seat of power for almost 800 years, made it ours, and turned it Tengri. How is the rebellion going? They have 15,000, and the Byzantine Emperor has only about 6,000 or 7,000. And our Chancellor died. Put Vasily in charge. And we will have him kiss up to King of Italy. Because Italy will... I don't know, Italy is a power that's grown a lot since they took Italy... Not Italy, since they took Spain in the Holy War. Why don't we take a look at England while we're at it? Little Galatia having a rebellion. France holding strong in northern France and in England. And a little bit in Ireland. Scotland reforming. My liege, I'm pleased to report your errant subject, Viviana, has converted to the Tengri faith. Praise Tung Ak. That's from our diviner. That means he's already converted one person in Constantinople. They're like a goose god, you say? He's like, it's the only way to worship. Let your dreams fly on the wings of a goose god. At this point, we can tell our military to go home, I believe. I think we're going to have our retinue reform in our capital. We're still losing money as it's going to take a while to totally rebuild the retinue. It's kind of weird not having Severn anymore. It was so cool that we built Dongertown there in Detroit. But these areas here, Constantinople and Thrake, are too good to pass out. Pass up. Pass out. Oh! I passed out. Oh, dear. You know what I'd like to think, too? Is like, that's where his son would have died, Vigo, right? Bernie's son would have died in the prisons here in Constantinople. And Hermes... I'm sorry, not Bernie, Hermes. Bernie was the dad. And Hermes is like, never again will the Byzantine prisons in Constantinople take the life of another Carpathian. Forevermore, or at least as long as I'm alive, we're gonna make that guy a commander. These former prisons where the boy died and his family was held will be ours. Suck on that, Byzantine Empire. Which is technically a part of the Kingdom of Greece. Interesting. If we were more powerful, we could declare war on the rebels and try and take land for them. But I really don't want to. They got 15,000 troops. We really need to rebuild our army. It's nice that we got this big bank account right here. I don't know who all these guys are. They're all like, I want to visit Constantinople. Yeah, it's pretty badass. It's not Istanbul. We can arrest somebody? Mayor Frugen of Velzabad. I don't know what he did. I honestly don't care. We're going to appoint a new commander and then deal with this other thing. A new bird has arrived to the Mew, and a new book on the art of writing poetry is in the library. Let's see, he does have martial skills, so would he like the bird? I kind of think, as someone who was a former theologian and a zealot, I think he would like the book. I think he'd be like, I want to try the book. His family's been really a family of letters and learning. While we're at it, let's see how the Holy War, 53% in favor of the Tengri. I like them numbers. Ooh, and I was right! Emperor Hermes does like the poetry book. He's like, it's really inspiring. Milk, milk, lemonade. So this is where the fudge is made. I can feel creativity bursting through my body. Oh, it came out of my butt. Give me a quill. He gets 1 to diplomacy, and he's become a poet. Wasn't Dan like the founder of the Dicktopolous clan a poet too? My emperor, I'm pleased to report the population of Ladoga has been converted to the Tengri faith. I have no idea where that is. The county of Ladoga. Oh, that's way up in the north. We took that in that Holy War Hermes fought a long time ago to try and avoid revolutions, which didn't work. You see more and more of our vassal armies continue to pour into the war for Georgia. Technically, I think Georgia is... Yeah, like, that's the Kingdom of Georgia. So I don't know why they're fighting down here. Oh, maybe they're fighting for the kingdom despite the fact nobody has it. That would be so cool if one of our vassals got it. Because that'd be another big chunk of land, even though we're way over our vassal limit already. How close are we to getting legalism? We're getting close. Then we could switch to an imperial form of government. That would be super awesome. If we look at... We will get to this in a moment. Do I want money? Isn't there a technology one? Religion, diplomacy, economy, culture, trade zones. I thought there was a way... Oh, I think when we send someone to spy. My modest attempts to write poetry were never meant to be published in any way, but wherever I go, bards and minstrels are reciting or singing my poems. Damn, he's really good at poetry. He's going to become a poet just like his ancestor, Dan, I believe was. Only he doesn't write about poetry. He probably writes about his lost son, about wars, about revenge, about love, loving up all your concubines in their love holes. He's a true Renaissance man. This still makes... Anytime Hermes sees this, I bet he feels good. I bet he visits that prison too. I bet he, like, ripped the doors off of that prison where his son died. Ripped the chains out. No one will ever die here again. It's really sad and dark, but that's what role-playing is, right? You're playing the character? Hopefully this means, though, that good days are up ahead. While we're at it, let's take a look at the retinue. Can we get any special troops? No. What I would like to do is we're going to do an upgrade in the castle. The Guiscard training grounds. This light cavalry force can trace its roots back to Serbia. Armed with spears and shields, they often serve in the support roles, charging the enemy. No, we're going to go with castle. Oh, no, I want the... No, we're going to go with Castle Town. I know that's less exciting, but that's... No, we're going for the Guiscards. Why not? We had the money. That's our one big splurge money-wise. Kind of would like to build the retinue up a little more. What do we have worth buying? We have lots of light cavalry. We did have light infantry dies, so why don't we buy one with a bunch of light infantry? Yeah, we'll buy this one right here with light infantry. We'll buy 2 of those and merge that, and we'll probably call that good. And then after that, we're going to let the... Hopefully let the treasury build up a bit. I don't know where we are. About 30,000 troops we have access to. Our vassals are going to have to rebuild their armies too. Not to mention these 2 territories we took over here. We have to rebuild those levies from, like, scratch. And that's going to take a while because of the new administration penalties. Bogdana of the Wilds claims she would be a better spy master. No, you cheated on me. I ruined Carpathia. Suck it ball. And that'll be the end of this episode. Emperor Hermes has done pretty well for himself. The Byzantine Empire has fallen on hard times. I can't believe we survived that attack. When the Byzantine Empire attacked us, I really thought, how many episodes ago that was, that might have been the beginning of the end for the Carpathian Empire. But Hermes held things together. No wonder he lost humble. He had a reason to be proud. Thanks for watching, everybody, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.